guys, this is Grace and welcome to process video number 4 for our journaling series. So with this one, I wanted to focus on a story from the past without photos. I know I'm not the only one that has specific stories in their lives that they wanted to document, but there's no pictures that connects with it. And you can easily pull some pictures that's not directly connected to it, but has the same theme. You can always do that. But with this particular story, I really just wanted to focus on the journaling, and I found some die cuts that actually fit together with my story. So first thing I'm going to do is I wanted to create a circle around my journaling because I want that to be the center of the layout, but I wanted to use the die cuts as a supporting accent or supporting embellishments for the theme that I have. And the theme for my story was about just finally documenting a time in my life where my husband we were not doing so well financially. My husband lost his job and we were kind of in the middle of, he went back to school. And so as you can just imagine, money was tight at the time. And then I had a very good friend that she owned her own business and she's a mom, and so she was trying to find ways where she can help me but at the same time help her family as well. And they're pretty I don't want to say health nut, but she was very um, what's the word I'm looking for, like her priority was to eat healthy and she wanted her family to eat healthy. And because she doesn't have time to cook, make healthy meals, she would hire a professional, or not professional, but a personal chef. And so she offered me that job. So I was a personal chef slash person that does her grocery for her for a few months in 2013. So that was my little job and I did it once a week. And so I wanted to document that. The fact that I had a friend that saw the need, but she knew that I'm not the kind of person that would take handouts, that I want to work for the money that I earn. And so she said, here's a job that I can offer you, and it works great for us because my husband again was going to school, and so he didn't have a lot of time to be at home for me to have a job outside of the home. And so this worked because the time that I was doing it, it was only once a week, and I was able to, my husband can watch the kids when I was doing this, and it helped pay for the groceries and whatnot. And so I just wanted to just really document that whole experience, and that has been in my mind a lot lately. The fact that I had this really wonderful experience, I had this awesome friend that helped us, try to be self-reliant, but at the same time gave us the opportunity to do so. But I never sat down and actually journaled about it. And so this series helped me to basically just put my story down on the page, and I really love that. So because the story was about me being a personal chef, I found these awesome die cuts from Pebbles. I can't remember. I think it was Homegrown collection, but it was a fall collection. It has a lot of baking and cooking stuff. And I just pulled them all out, and this is, I have to say, my favorite layout of all the series, of all the pages that I made for this specific series, because it tied in a journaling that I have always wanted to document, but at the same time, I love the design of this page and was able to use some die cuts that I wouldn't, I don't normally put all these things on a page. I'm a multi-photo type of scrapbooker, and so having to have all these die cuts just seemed a little too much for me. But with this particular layout, it worked because I didn't have any photos. So it's the one that the die cuts was the one that were the ones that brought color and design and interest to the page, but at the same time keeping the focus on the words. So you might have to, if you have a story that you want to tell and you didn't have any pictures and you don't want to add any pictures to it because the focus is the journaling, maybe look into your products and see what product matches with your particular layout, um, and use that as kind of the basis for the design. I love the circle. wreath on there, and the die cuts are super cute. You know me, I always like to have a border around my page, and so because there was already so much going on, I decided that the background needed to be a white cardstock. But to have that border, I grabbed a thin scallop washi. I believe this is from Doodlebug, and that's what I put as my border, and it worked really well. And so that is my page in a nutshell. I did add a few stickers, and I did add some enamel dots because I can't I can't just leave the sides alone, and they have to have some kind of color on them as well. So I grabbed a few enamel dots from Doodlebug, and I think it's One to Scrap is the other one. But that's pretty much my layout. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you leave that in the comment section below. Let me know if you like this page, and if you have stories that you also want to document but you don't have any photos, and what would you do if you had that kind of a scenario? Would you add a photo, or would you try this one with some die cuts and some products? So I will catch you guys another day. Bye.